My name is Peggy Taphorn. I am the producing artistic director, the grant writer, the fundraiser, part of the development team, and other duties as assigned. This is my 14th season. I arrived at Temple in May of 2007. I think the most extravagant, the one I was the most nervous about producing that turned out beautifully, was Beauty and the Beast. Same thing with Cats, though. Cats turned out great. I think those two, and then I think for a play, I had the most fun with the Savannah Sipping Society. Also a tough one. I think expanding the youth programs as well as the volunteer corps and the community outreach, those things combined, I really feel like we've developed a family here and a great team, so it's tough to pick just one. But if I had to pick one, it would be the Temple Teens. Tom Dalton and I started that back in 2007, and to see where we started and where it's grown, it does my heart good. I guess fate, more than anything. I wasn't looking to leave New York. I wasn't looking to run a theater. But a friend of mine came and interviewed for the position, and he didn't think it was quite the fit for him, but he thought it would be a really good fit for me. And so I was on the tour of Sweet Charity, starring Molly Ringwald at the time, and the tour was going to Greenville, South Carolina, which in my non-geographic brain seemed close to North Carolina. So I, on a day off, jumped in a rental car and drove to Sanford, and honestly just fell in love with this beautiful theater, the historic quality of it, the charm of the downtown, and I also saw Sanford's potential, so all those things combined. I'm originally from Belleville, Illinois, which is right across the river from St. Louis, Missouri. I was working in New York as a freelance artist, as an actress, as a director, as a choreographer, as a stage manager, and was lucky enough to have a great Broadway career and a lot of national tours. Also, I guess I'd have to say fate. My family was dance-oriented growing up, and I really loved doing musicals, but we didn't have a regional theater where I grew up, so I just had experience in elementary school and high school, and just sort of lucked into it, I guess. My choir teacher, my senior year, was taking kids to audition for Webster University Conservatory of the Arts, and she took me along, and I got in, and the rest is history. Probably teaching of some sort in the exercise field. I'm really a little addicted to barre right now and Pilates, and I love yoga. I've been doing it, again, since I was a teenager. So teaching dance, teaching some sort of exercise regime, I think that would be my dream. Oh, my real dream would be to be a travel writer, because I love traveling. So I'd say travel writer first, and then some sort of life, physical guru, coach, teacher thing.
What do you hope to attribute to the Temple Theater's legacy?
Bathrooms. I love all of it. I love the size of it. I love its location. I love that we bring in, pre-COVID, 40,000 people into historic downtown Sanford. I love the team that we've assembled now to, keep the organization strong. It has to be the whole thing. I'm always so proud when we do shows that involve youth. I think my favorite Temple memory has to be the year that we debuted Michael Hoagland's A Christmas Carol and put all that together. We commissioned it, and to go really from the beginning through to a fully realized production was something I had always dreamed of. And then we got to do it again on a whole different level with Stardust Road last year. So I love developing shows as well as just watching shows from that first day of rehearsal to the first curtain up. It's magical. I have always wanted to do swing here. Our stage is a little small, and to do a live big band with all the dancing that's involved would be a challenge, but I think it's one that eventually we are going to be able to afford to meet, and I can't wait. And I can't wait to see Alex Allison's costumes for that show. I think theater is important, especially at the Temple, for the community outreach and development and bringing people together that we are able to do. I love the storytelling of theater. That's where it all starts and ends. And the fact that we are still able to gather people together, even during these crazy times, in limited numbers, and tell stories and laugh together and cry together and share together. That's what I think we do best, and I can't wait to be able to open that opportunity to more people. I think theater education is the key because it's not only about theater skills. We really teach life skills. We teach people to have confidence. We teach public speaking. We teach being part of a team, as well as being able to stand out in front and hold your own in the spotlight. All those things combined. We would teach responsibility, commitment, how to have heart, how to be compassionate, how to allow people in your life that you would never talk to in a crowded street, but that you're thrown together and you make magic together. And the education department is really what I'm most proud of. Again, when we started with one kids camp in 2007 that served about 20 kids to the 10,000 kids that we get through the doors during a good year, it's amazing. I think the arts enhance the world around us, and it again gives people the opportunity to come together and celebrate together and laugh and cry and experience something new together. I think that's what the arts does best, is shakes up a bunch of different people and offers an opinion or a beautiful play or an enchanting musical that we all share together. And it's those shared experiences, especially these days when we've all been cooped up for so long, and the days of social media, you're carrying around a huge computer in your pocket. You don't have to socially interact as people used to. I think it's really important that we bring people together, not only on the stage, but in the audience as well. Well, my department kind of puts it all together, from the budgeting and the financial end of it to make sure that we've raised enough and gotten a corporate sponsor and sold enough season tickets, all the way through to, hiring the creative team. So it's my job not only to pick the season, with collaboration, of course, but to choose the shows and then finance the shows and then choose the creative team for the shows, the director, the choreographer, the lighting designer, the costume designer, the set designer, the sound designer, and then choose the actors. Typically at Temple, I'm also in a show or directing the show or choreographing the show. So pretty much I've worked backstage as a dresser, I've worked backstage as a stagehand, pulling the curtains. I've done just about every aspect, and I have to say, I love them all, except running sound. I don't love that. Well, the best theater stories are when you're on stage and it's going so well that you get into this kind of zone where you're performing and you walk off the stage and it's like when you're driving and all of a sudden you're at your destination. To be able to release like that and go with the flow and to create the magic with the audience and with your fellow performers, that's one of my favorite aspects of theater, but one of my favorite stories, and I have many. There's one that actually happened here on the Temple stage when Jason Petty was here with his band, And I always wear a country outfit when I'm introducing Jason Petty because he does predominantly country music. And I had on a big fluffy country skirt, my cowboy boots, and I had to run to the bathroom before I did the curtain speech, and I had tucked my skirt into my pantyhose. And so I walked out to give the speech, and the whole band starts applauding and laughing and smiling, and I'm like, oh, thank you guys, not knowing that that's why they were laughing and smiling and applauding. So that was a mishap that I hope to never repeat. And then there have been a lot of performing mishaps. There was once my very first road show was called Me and My Girl, and it was one of my early performances. And my dance partner in the middle of this huge dance number, we were the center stage couple, and it was very athletic, lots of couples lifting and partnering and fan kicking, and my partner did a fan kick and ran around and had split his pants and did a huge jazz run off the stage. So I am left center stage for about, it felt like 10 minutes. It was probably a full 2 minutes doing this couples dance by myself at center stage in front of 5,000 people. So that was interesting. Your brain goes into that special place, and I was pulling out steps I had learned as a kid, and that was embarrassing and yet fun because you have to be able to think on your feet. And I was a swing for much of my career in New York and an understudy. And I love the excitement. It's like being a fireman. You sit backstage and you're just waiting for your opportunity to go on, and then you're on and you're shot out of a cannon. You're not sure who your partner's going to be, what costumes you're going to wear. And somehow, through the magic of theater, it all comes together. I have a favorite song.
Oh, yes, you do.
If I have a favorite song, it's called Skiddly-Poo, Skiddly-Poo.
I always call it Watermelon Sugar.
I do. Oh, a current song. Of course, Watermelon Sugar. I guess The Alienist is my most recent read, and that was a while ago that I really enjoyed. My favorite artist growing up was Al Jarreau because I just loved the ease of his voice, and I always wanted to see him in concert, and I was lucky enough to share a stage with him at the Starlight in Kansas City one summer, and that was one of the highlights of my career, was getting to meet Al Jarreau. So most of you won't know who Al Jarreau is, but I do, and he's a great singer, so Google it. I like, what are they called? The coconut chocolate?
Caramel Delights or Samoas.
Yes, the Caramel Delights, by far. Well, my favorite local attraction, of course, is the Temple Theater. Favorite restaurant is also hard to pick. I love a rotisserie chicken. So I'd probably have to say Cafe Vesuvio, but I try to frequent all the restaurants downtown. Cafe 121, Smoke and Barrel, Yarborough's, Miss Lacey's, Kathy's Java Express, Mrs. Winger's, who am I missing?
Joe's.
Local Joe's. I can't wait until we get more and more and more restaurants downtown and throughout Sanford.